Alright, moving on from Golden Vault, we're going to play Sewers here. And we're back in Mafia Town, so you just sprint up left and then do a dive into the telescope to get in. And you use your mouse here to enter Golden Vault. Remember to do the fast telescope animation thing as well. When you load in here, you just do a dive boost like to the bottom right, like this. And you want to land on this roof. So you just sprint for a little bit before you do it. And the camera's a little bit awkward there. I personally like doing it with a camera snap like this. Others like to turn their camera while they're sprinting here first. But you just get to the roof here, and then you do a jump, and then you dive, and you start sliding down like this. And then that takes you like right into the rift. You just have to time the dive cancel, and that's all you need to do. Dive cancel like that. And if you land down there, if you miss the rift, just jump into the balloon, and that takes you into the rift. So this level has a cool cycle skip here at the very start. I'll show what that looks like. Just like that. And you make it over here. So the way you do this is you just hold up left when you load in, and then you just do a double jump and a dive cancel into the first block. Just like that. And then you double jump up here and wall slide, and just wait for the block to come out. And when it comes, like when the block comes out, you just wall slide down to land on it. Just like that. And then you double jump to the left. You don't want to dive cancel here. It generally just makes it more difficult to aim where you're going. And you just want to wall slide, like wall climb, like next to where the block will come out. Like here. And then as soon as the block comes out, you just do the wall jump and you hold left. And then you jump. You can skip the last block like that. So I'll show that one more time. Wall jump and hold left. And sometimes you don't get the ledge climb like that, sometimes you will just land directly on the block, and that's a little bit faster as well. So from here, it's just a sprint jump and dive cancel. If you don't like doing that skip, by the way, if it's too difficult, just take the platforms like you would do like the intentional way, and then you just skip the last block. Because you can skip that with a sprint jump. But from here, you just make it on top of this, and you can do a dive boost like here. If you don't like that either, just like jump around or sprint around, whatever method works to get down here. And you want to skip to this spinning block. This one's very easy to do. You just do a sprint jump and a dive cancel at the right time. And it's a very lenient window, just to land on the block like that. You can use like this part, like this blue part as a visual cue for where to jump off. And then it's just like knowing when it's like okay to jump. It's like, this is too late to try and make it. So just recognize that. Recognize when it's too late, and don't try to greet it too hard. That almost didn't work. And tumble a bit like that, but as soon as you gain control, you just sprint forwards and you try to do dive boosts. And just make sure you don't like stay on the side that's spinning for too long, because you might end up tumbling and falling into the void. So make sure to switch to the other side of the block. Like before you get to the end, you might end up having to do that. And then you just get onto the gear like here. Get onto the top gear. And here you just jump onto the pillar here, and you want to do your sprint jump neutral here, because the camera freaks out. So when you get here, you just do a sprint jump while holding no direction to get the timepiece. So I'll show what the entire level looks like. As you can see, this cycle lines up decently well if you make it quickly enough. I only had to wait a little bit there. And neutral sprint jump to the timepiece. And that's Sewers. Very short rift. Remember to go back to hub here as well, because it's a time rift. Just skip the reward.